What's going on, man? It's your big bro Trend again with another exclusive video. Don't change this video because the stuff I'm about to share with you, you probably already know it, okay? I'm not a conspiracy theory. These are just my opinions and these are just my beliefs, okay? But I don't know. Have you been, by the way, I got my Mickey Mouse gloves on still. Still trying to lock some moisture in my dry hands, so pay me no mind. Y'all don't, you don't wore plastic gloves before, okay? All right, there we go. But anyway, man, have you ever just thought, like, when you just went outside and you just seen people, like, just behaving and stuff, have you ever thought, like, man, people is really turning into zombies? Like, that's the only thing you could think of. It's like, because I know good and well people are not the same no more. They are not the same no more. Something has happened. I think we in a zombie apocalypse, and it started with the pandemic. It started with the pandemic, and then the next thing it that tipped it off was the cell phones. You know, I mean, y'all, like, I literally see this every day. And I don't know if you like me, but I am not attached to my phone that much. I am not attached to my phone. I actually be walking around my crib thinking more. I think a lot, you know what I mean? I don't even really be on my phone that much. And if I am on it, I'm looking at information to learn, okay? But I don't know if you've noticed, man, but people have been so strange lately. Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. And it's almost like, I don't even think that everybody knows that this is going on because they are completely just out of it. Like, I think they have been programmed. I think half of the world has been, more than half of the world of people are programmed, literally are programmed. And if you are chosen one, you can see it, but other people don't even know that they programmed. It's like that. You know what I mean? Like Decepticons everywhere, like bots. And I think they do all this by design, man. Everything that's happening right now in society, I think it's done by design. I think they have an agenda. Whoever they is, I don't know who they is, but I think there's an agenda. It's hidden in plain sight. I think they can control people's brains. I think they control people's emotions. I think they use food, water, anything, you name it. TVs, technology, games, all of this stuff that they have out here for supposed to be for our entertainment. It's all programmed. It's all programmed. Even just recently, I've been watching sports, and they don't even feel the same no more when you watch, like, basketball games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the NBA finals didn't even feel like it was really a competition. It just looked like it was all set up. It was all set up, man, for you know, the Milwaukee Bucks to win. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't trying to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks like that, but I'm just saying, it just, something ain't right to where it's like everything is scripted. Everything is scripted, and it's in plain sight. If you don't believe me, why come they put all the answers in movies? Like, they tell you in movies. If you're able to read between the lines in the movie, they'll tell you in movies something that happens tomorrow. If you know anything about the Simpsons cartoon, the Simpsons done predicted almost everything that they predict in their cartoon be right. It be right. They said Donald Trump will be the president in 2024 in the Simpsons episode prediction. Chances are he gonna end up probably being president, even though a lot of people don't even like him. But I think they do this stuff. They do this stuff because this is what they do. You know, the whoever rules this world is not of God. I can tell you that. Who is not of God at all, period. Because it is not anything bright and bubbly and positive. It's like a dark, sinister type master plan, and there's nothing that nobody can do about it. People are chosen. Like, people are picked and chosen even to be successful. Like, most people didn't just become successful just because they had raw natural talent, even though some did. But most people are successful, like, by means of not even being talented or anything. Like some people just pop up on the scene today and they was never there yesterday. You know what I mean? It's just like, I ain't gonna say her name because they might slow my video down, but just like the new superstar who is running, that's all I gotta say. It's like all of a sudden they made everybody like her just like overnight. And she was never really in the spotlight, or nobody even knew what she was doing. She could have been at home watching Netflix or something for the past few years. And all of a sudden, she has like this huge amount of followers and all these fans yelling and screaming. And these people didn't know nothing about her until they started putting her everywhere on TV. This is how I know, we dealing with something bigger than what we think it is when it comes down to our world and this society. Like, people are literally becoming more brainless and more brainless day by day by day. Like, a lot of people don't even write no more. Nobody writes stuff out no more. It's just every text is abbreviations, emoji symbols to express how you feel now. And there's no need to even write out, I'm happy. You just happy. You happy emoji, I'm mad, frown emoji. Like, they do all this stuff by design to basically dumb people down so that they cannot think, and they will be empty whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just easily manipulated, easily controlled by whatever is controlling people. And I think it got a lot to do with AI. Man. But yeah, like I said, man, you know, most people that become like super successful, man, they is chosen by these people. You know what I'm saying? They chosen. If you're trying to become like to the top of the top, you ain't just gonna get to the top and not, and not have to like give something up to do that. You know what I'm saying? People that's at the very top, man, they so far gone, bro. They so high in the sky that it's like you ain't no telling what they had to do to become so successful. And this is why some people become more successful than others. You know what I mean? This is why even if you're a music artist, your music is not gonna be like popular if it's about positive stuff. I'm sorry. Why you think Kendrick Lamar only come out every blue moon? Because his music is music is too thought provoking for him to be dropping albums back to back. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. And the main cause of this programming is that freaking television. It's TV, man. TV. If TV was not here and everybody was just focused on themselves and just out in nature and stuff like that, people would be more organic. People would be more real. But it's crazy because the TV is in everybody's home. So whatever comes on that TV, if there's a big broadcast on the news or something like that, people say they don't watch the news, but they be seeing it. They be seeing the same stuff that everybody else see. But it's hard not to watch it because if you go to like public restaurants and public places and you just step outside, you'll see somebody's TV in their window and you'll see it. You know what I'm saying? And this is how they control people. They use television programming. That's why it's called television, because you watching a program. They ain't doing nothing but controlling your brain to feel a certain way, to behave a certain way, to act a certain way. You know, they're responsible for all this stuff. They're responsible for culture control. They can control cultures of people, Indians, Mexicans, blacks, whites. They know how to control all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like a puppet. They know how to do all this stuff, like pulling strings, man. It's real crazy. It is really, really some dark, wicked, black magic type shit. You know what I mean? It's like they got a crystal ball or something and they can look into the damn ball or something and just make something happen and everybody believe it. Easily. Half of the shit that come on the news, don't nobody even know it's really happening or not. It's just, you could be watching a story that was created. But since you got so many people that watch the news and they watch what's going on TV and social media and stuff, most of them are already programmed. Okay, so it's the majority against the minority, pretty much. And it is impossible to convince a majority of people who are already like bots to think that they are under a program. Okay, in order to keep somebody in a prison, you don't never tell them that they in a prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just like I said, just like the Simpsons, man. It ain't the Simpsons predicting anything. They telling you what they gonna do. They showing you what is to come. It ain't no prediction. You know what I mean? And I just think a lot of people don't be noticing this, man. It's crazy. It's like everybody's turning into like bots and Decepticons now. You can't just sit around nobody no more, man, without them feeling like funny, or, people be itching and stuff, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. You can't even really look at people in the eyes. People don't even look you in the eyes no more. They so dumbed down that they think you gonna do something to them. Like, you can't even be friends with people and text them. You can't call people no more than nothing. They'll think you weird. It's really like that. Because, like I say, if you ask me, man, I think it's these cell phones, man. I think these cell phones have turned everybody into zombies, and it's a zombie apocalypse. And not only is that, but I think it got a lot to do with drugs. I think a lot of people are on drugs. A lot of people are walking around high all day long on pills or alcohol or weed or opioids or fentanyl, anything. It's so many different drugs out here nowadays that you don't know what somebody on, and they might be on something. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, bro, even when it comes to alcohol, like, even with me, bro, since that's like the only thing I really ever did like that I started doing once upon a time, which I have like slowed down a lot, and it's kind of hard not to start back doing it a lot, because it's like, even with like alcohol, man, it's like, if you bought alcohol just recently, or if you drink wine or something like that, bro, it feels like the liquor or the wine is a little bit more addictive than it ever has been. I feel like that. I feel like they can put stuff inside the damn alcohol and just make your mind just want to crave it more, even though you probably don't even drink like that. But it's just something that triggers in your mind when you get in your car and you go to the store. You're like, yo, I got to have that thing that I normally, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I think, like I said, if you ask me, call me a conspiracy theorist, okay, I'll take it. All right. But it's just a topic of discussion. But it's even with food, man. Most of the food is genetically modified food. If you are a healthy person, you really got to watch everything you eat. Like, I mean, everything. Everything. Like, I personally, when I go buy food, man, I be looking at the food. I be moving it around. I be testing it and making sure it's like got some type of natural flavor to it before I actually start to consume it. Because I know for a fact most of the food ain't even real food, man. I went into the grocery store the other day, and at the very front of the grocery store, they got watermelons in plastic, like chopped up and everything. And you can't find no black seeds in these watermelons. It's all white seeds. And I'm just like, yo, where the black seeds at? You remember watermelons had black seeds? Those were the real homegrown, out the garden watermelons. But what's the stuff that they got in the? And it'd be crazy because, like, if you shop like for groceries like me, I always talk about groceries, bro. I'm greedy. But you be scared of the fruit. Like, the fruit, it just don't feel like it's an organic fruit when you go into a store, except for Whole Foods. But when you go in Whole Foods, it's like you can barely pay for it, because avocado is $5 for a real ripe avocado. And so when you go into these other grocery stores to get like fruits and stuff, man, something don't seem right. You know what I mean? Something don't seem realistic about the fruits. Like, if you went to like a different country and, they be having those videos where they be selling fruits on the side of the road and stuff like that. Like, them fruits look real. I don't know what the hell they serving us, but it ain't really real fruits, because half of that shit don't even got seeds in it. It don't even got seeds in it. It's like somebody done stuck a damn needle into the damn avocado and them turned it different colors from what its natural state of color is supposed to be. Like, I don't trust no fruits. Like, me personally, the only thing I will get from a produce section is like vegetables. I eat vegetables all day, but I've been turned off by fruit lately. I don't even get fruit no more because it don't taste real. It don't taste real, man. You know what I mean? If you trying to eat fruit like that, if you ain't getting it from a Whole Food market or a farmer's market or something like that, you should get your fruit in a juice form. I think you better off getting the juice form fruit juice or something like that, like a smoothie or like one of them green machines or something like that. And that fruit, that's real fruit in there. I mean, I'm thinking it is, but it's still processed though. They still processing it at companies, and I just can't help but to think of all this food going down these assembly lines and getting shots and needles and stuff in them, you know what I mean? And you don't even know what you eat. You eating chemicals. You ain't eating fruit. And it's almost like in order to escape this stuff, man, it's kind of like what I was telling y'all last time. I'm like, yo, you know what, bro? Like, to hell with this. I'm about to try to find somewhere to stay off the grid, like, and bring back the humanitarian lifestyle to where it's like you can actually be your own grower, your own, cropper, whatever, you build your own stuff, you roost your own chickens, like you milk your own cows. Like, that's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. That's the best thing you can do to get back to nature, to get back to your originality. Other than that, like if you staying in these major cities and you staying in these places, these suburbs and stuff like that, man, everything is programmed, even the food, even the people. Everybody's walking around like bots on cell phones and stuff. Ain't nobody really kicking it no more. Don't nobody call you no more. Family ain't family. You don't even know what none of your family is. I bet you, if you're watching my video, I can bet you don't even know what half of your cousins and them doing today. You don't even know where they at. You don't know where your aunt at. You don't know what your mama doing. None of them call you. You don't know what your sisters them up to. You don't know what your brothers got going on today. Family is gone. Family is disintegrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of like, it's like I said, this stuff is in plain sight, bro. It's in plain sight, but people is just so, they out of it. They don't even know that they have been bamboozled in food into this fake shit that they don't even know that they in. Like, people are literally trapped here. They don't think they can go to a different country. Like, the most beautiful places in the world is not here in America. Like, if you want to see some of the greatest waterfalls, go to the Niagara Falls up in Canada. You know what I mean? People don't even think outside this box, this plantation. They just only think here. And you got one life to live and you just want to stay here. How fun is that? Wow. That's boring. It's boring. Like when people think about what people think about gambling, what they think about, oh, Las Vegas, let's go to Las Vegas and party and get drunk and hit the casinos and stuff like that. Las Vegas is like Walmart when it comes to all the casinos in the world. I ain't never been, but I done seen it before. Have people ever think about going to Dubai and looking at Dubai's casinos, man? God. People don't know, man, there's a world that exists out there other than this program box. This is the Matrix over here in America. It's a Matrix. They control people. And it's all planned. They plan every single thing. It ain't nothing that they don't plan. It's all orchestrated. But hey, you know what? I'm just a guy with an opinion. But hey, even sometimes I be still stuck in it. Sometimes from time to time, I'll catch myself doing some bot type stuff too. I ain't even gonna lie. But I try not to. I try to like act normal. I try to act like, associative with people. It doesn't make any sense. I try to connect with people, but no matter how hard I do it, or you probably do it, no matter how hard we try to build connections and stuff with people, it's never gonna work. These people have turned into like zombies, literally zombies. Most people don't want to do nothing but work. They slaves. Literally, people have become slaves to their job, bro. You feel me? Nobody's creative anymore. Nobody paints anymore. Nobody scopes anything anymore. Nobody builds stuff anymore. Nothing creative. Everything is done on the damn cell phones and technology. It's sad. It's really sad, bro. And that's why I say, man, not me, but I'm as in I'm with everybody else too, but we have been programmed. We have been programmed to be basic, low IQ, lack of knowledge, perishing people. That's really what it is. And God said it in the word. He said, my people perish because they lack knowledge. So I don't know. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes out there, but speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, man. Are we programmed? Are we living in the end times? Like, let me know what you think, because this is diabolical out here. It is diabolical. It's so bad now that if they gave people needles to shoot themselves up with drugs, if I was a doctor, I give you a needle, people would just be like, sure, no problem. You know, to keep you from getting mpox or another strand of COVID or something, people will literally risk their own livelihood to take something from somebody that they don't even know where it came from. It's just like, it's madness. And like I said, I just seen that this new variant is floating around. This new strand is floating around for COVID, and they call it the flirt variant. See, I mean, they got all this stuff, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just over my head, but they got all this stuff with these words and stuff, and they just come up with some shit, and everybody just believe it and get scared, bro. Now they got like monkeypox, mpox. That's over there in Africa right now, having an outbreak. Ain't nobody talking about that though, but it'll be talked about if it spread even more. And you got people over there that have bumps and stuff popping up on their skin like a plague. Like a plague. And if you just ask me, man, it's like, I think God is really angry with human beings, literally, because all this stuff is happening. Is a reason why God allowed this stuff to happen, because I think God angry. I think God is upset because a lot of people have lost touch with God. People don't pray no more. People don't even mention God's name no more at all. You feel me? Don't nobody talk about the Lord, the Bible, nothing. But we'll talk about who the hottest celebrity on social media. We'll praise them. We'll praise candidates that's running for president, but don't nobody want to praise God. And I think that's why God is allowing all this stuff to hurt people. You know, it's just like the Bible. It's just like how when Pharaoh didn't want to release the Israelites, God sent plagues. He sent famines. He did everything to them people. He did everything to get their attention. People still didn't listen. It's the same thing today. God sending signs, earthquakes, tsunamis, disasters, wars, plagues, famines, mpox, all this stuff. But still, man is not listening. It's in plain sight. Man is not listening. So what's the solution for all this trend? Hey, like I said, man, the solution is, like, you got to start thinking about what you're going to do to, you know, put yourself in a position to where you out of this crap. I mean, you got people out here living in vans. They live a better life than people that live in apartments. They live in RVs and vans and tiny homes, and people are literally going back into the wild. They're going back to, you know, the true way of living. All right? Because this way of living that we live now it's just only capitalism and money. It's just money-driven society. It's a money-driven society to where you don't get no respect, or nobody values you or looks at you as anybody special, not unless you got money. Or not unless you look like you got money. You know, people will not even try to fool with you, because this society is capitalistic driven. It's all about how much money you can make. And this is how people play on you. They play on your emotions. They play on you at the job. All this is because how much money do you have? Because if you got money, then I want some, and hey, he wants some, and they want some, they want some. That's why we in a rat race, because money has become our God. Money. So, you know, money ain't the root of all evil though, but it's the people that praise it. It's the people the people that worship it. You know what I mean? And like I said, this collapse in our economy, it ain't nothing but a bunch of greedy people who have made it bad for people that's not greedy. That's really all it is. It's greedy people on greedy people trying to maintain balance that's never going to ever exist, because they want more than somebody else, and they don't care how inhumane it is. They will just It's just all about money for them and nobody else. And this is why you have such a big disconnect in this world. That's why everybody's stuck in their cell phones, and that's why everybody's stuck at the job trying to make $1. Because people are not like, people are not people anymore. People have turned to zombies and slaves. So, yeah, man, comment below. Let me know what you think. If you want to book a session with me, you know how to get in contact with your big bro Trend. I don't know why some of y'all ain't booked a session with me, and I done dropped my session prices down to the lowest they can go. You know what I mean? I did that out of the kindness of my heart because I understand what's going on out here low key with the money and stuff like that, the finances. So come on now, you can't be a Decepticon and not get no session with me if it's this cheap. It's on discount, brother. What's up? Anyway, man, I might come back with another video today. I'm inspired today. Thank y'all so much for liking this video and comment below. I will catch y'all in a minute. If I have something else to come up with, I will. Catch you in the next video. Peace.